So I wanted to tell you about another saint I was thinking about. Yes, tell me about it. I love to hear your stories. Well, they're not actually my stories, but it's about Saint Anne. Oh, don't tell me she's a martyr and a virgin. Actually, she is Jesus' grandmother. Jesus had a grandmother. Of course, she had a grandmother because he is a person. Yes. She's the mother of Mary. She's Jesus' grandmother, and you kind of threw me off a second here. Well, she isn't mentioned in any of the Gospels that are in the Bible, but she isn't mentioned in some of them that didn't actually go into the Bible. So I guess people say the stories about her are tradition, as in stories that are passed down through word of mouth and not necessarily through, books in the Bible. Yes, I see that makes sense because remember, Jesus said that not everything he said or did was written in the Bible. Yes, of course, that would be impossible since it's so short. So, according to tradition, Saint Anne was barren, kind of like Elizabeth. And back then, it was considered to be a curse if a woman did not have children. I know that. I remember what you said. Saint Elizabeth was quoted saying, "It has pleased the Lord to remove my reproach among men," when she conceived John the Baptist. That's right, John the Baptist. So it was considered reproachful or curse-like if a woman didn't have children, because one of God's blessings always included a promise that his followers would have an abundance of offspring. So the believers would have many children. Yes, exactly. So like Elizabeth, God had set Saint Anne aside. Elizabeth, you're speaking of Saint Elizabeth, John the Baptist's mother. Yes, exactly. So like Elizabeth, God set Anne aside. And she was exceptionally special because her child would be not just the mother of Jesus, but the mother of God. A lot of people say, though, that Mary is the mother of Jesus, not the mother of God, because to say she's the mother of God puts her above, well, God. But that's not true, because Jesus is one person. He's not two people. To say that she is the mother, to say she's the mother of Jesus and not mother of God is that's a dichotomy separating, is Jesus God or is he not God? Jesus is one person with two natures. Jesus is God. He said, "If you have seen me, you have also seen the Father." So he is the person of God, but he has two natures. One is divine and one is human. So with Mary being the mother of God means that she is not the mother of a nature, his human nature, but the mother of a person. Jesus, who is the second person of the Trinity, he is God. Oh my, you're totally catching on. You could actually evangelize to me. I like this apologetics thing. I'm very interested in it. I like logic and I like things to make sense. We're sounding so familiar, isn't it odd? It is not odd at all. So you know how Mary is also called the Immaculate Conception. Do you know why that is?